Oh my goodness, Venusaur is insane at the moment. So I'm going to throw up my build on the screen, and I've been throwing in a Shell Bell where normally I'd probably keep a Muscle Band with this build, because the Shell Bell just seems to be giving me extra healing during some of the major fights. But this was my game, or a couple of games just before I got back into Master for this season, because obviously the season reset happened. But Venusaur right now, and even Bulbasaur and Ivysaur, still feels pretty damn good at the moment. And that is with the Petal Dance Giga Drain build. The reason being that it's like, you can be in the middle of a team fight, and it feels like you just heal way back to full health, like, immediately. Sometimes. It's ridiculous. And the amount of damage that he does, especially when he uses his ult, it can easily just solo win a Zapdos fight. But anyway, we're doing some early game sort of farming here. I missed a very easy Razor Leaf, that's my bad. But I mainly want to focus on farming with Bulbasaur, or that's what I've been doing, because rather than pushing out too much, I feel like you really need to get your ult like as soon as possible to really reach your full potential, and mainly getting the Petal Dance unlocked seems to be a really, really big power spike, or I guess usefulness spike. Unfortunately, everyone at the moment is still taking Score Shield, which means that early game, they're just going to be running up on you and scoring quite a lot from the looks of it. But, you know, that's been happening for a long while now. But yeah, I was really surprised, because I used to be someone that really didn't like playing Venusaur at all. And Solar Beam build was, you know, gimmicky, fun, sniping people to death. But this new Petal Dance build, I mean, if you haven't seen it, you will see it. But the Giga Drain, along with basically more speed than like anything in the game, except for like maybe Crossle, is just wild. It's like you can reposition on the map in a matter of seconds. Like, someone's up top, you could probably make your way all the way up there from mid before they even know that you're there. But in the early to mid game, like I said, mainly focusing on farming, and you can do a lot of fighting as well, because again, that Giga Drain means that even after you use your citrus berries, you could just heal basically back to full in like 1 or 2 drains. But considering what I have seen, it feels like, in general, Venusaur is in a really good spot still. And I think I played like 35 to 40 games of Venusaur this season so far, like the new Season 2 ranked. Although we cannot fight a level 8 Cinderace as a level 6 Ivysaur, so now we're going to have to be very, very careful about what we're doing here. But luckily for us, we're quite good at sustaining, so I guess you could almost consider Venusaur a partial defender, especially when you get Petal Dance unlocks, because Petal Dance is absolutely insane for defending points, especially in endgame. Like, if you are, say you got Zapdos, and then the enemies could win if they get some score on you, then you can just go back as Venusaur. Like, you can go in, score, go back, because you've got the speed, and then they just can't score, because your Petal Dance just takes up such a long area, and it lasts quite a while. So, I'm feeling pretty good. It looks like our team also got the Dreadnought while we were busy sort of pseudo-defending top. I mainly just didn't want them to get Rotom. So we do have Petal Dance now, and this is where things start to get a bit spicy. This level... This sort of range here, level 7, going on to level 9, is a weird one, because we really want to get that Venusaur unlocked for us and get our ult. And with your ult, there are only really a few characters in the game that can actually fight you in a 1v1 if you're evenly leveled. And there we go. We now have a Venusaur form. Lovely. So we're probably going to end up ulting here. The question is when. Yeah, you know what? We'll just finish people off on the point. Venusaur's ult is really, really good for just killing people on points. So if you can double ult with someone, or like Pikachu for example, has stuns, so that can be good. But it looks like in this battle we're going to be doing a trade top for bot, but because we've got Rotom, we're actually going to come out on top here. So I think the enemies are actually making a mistake by not coming top. Yeah, we've easily got this top. They really shouldn't have given away both of those points there, but hey ho. Hey ho. I guess they thought that they were doing good work in bot, but you can't fight Rotom. If we get Rotom to second tier at 5 minutes, it's probably dead. That is assuming people actually pay attention and group. But it's mainly about all the map traversal with Petal Dance. And the ability with Petal Dance to be able to avoid a lot of Pokemon, like Lucario, when Lucario is trying really hard to go in and hit you with his bone, you can just run out of the way. It's really difficult for Pokemon like Lucario, Cramorant, and things like that to hit you when you are running at like max speed. It's just speed! That is all that Venusaur is, just speed! And oh, goodness gracious me. I think my ult there was, yes, my ult there was sound. It caught both of them, and it saved us. I was using it to try and save our other teammate, but it didn't quite work. But that's why I run Buddy Barrier on Venusaur. It does help a lot. Especially if you're in the middle of a big team fight and you're about to die, Buddy Barrier is just a lifesaver. But, you know, I have been running partially Muscle Band, Shell Bell, and Muscle Band is really good for the third hit slap, because... oh damn it, that sucks with the Rotom. But yes, one of Venusaur's biggest, one of his best parts of his kit is actually his boosted hit. Reason being that it stuns enemies when it hits, so especially in lane and during team fights, if you time it properly, you can actually stop like a Pokemon from using a movement ability. You can stop them from using their ult if you time it that perfectly. But it is very difficult to time it, but once you get used to the rhythm of... oh goodness. Oh goodness. Okay, we're fine. Fantastic. The power of Petal Dance, dude. It's like you've got an enemy Cinderace on your tail, just run away. Just run away. You don't need to fight that, just run away. But the speed on Venusaur also means that you can very easily just go cross-map and farm. And I would highly recommend, if you are going to play Venusaur, that you try and farm as much as you can before the Zapdos fight. And I have no idea why, but it seems like everyone just ran away from this mid-fight. That did not go as planned, but in true Venusaur fashion, we dealt a lot of damage. Even if we go down in the fight, as long as you can deal mass enemy damage to like 4+ opponents, you're probably still gonna win. Like, even though I basically got insta-deleted and yeeted right there, the fact that I was able to deal so much damage was probably more than worth it there. Although, usually what happens is you do a massive dance around Zapdos and running around with Petal Dance and Giga draining everything. Or sometimes you'll just get insta-deleted, but you'll still do lots of damage. But like, at the end here, when Pokemon are running in, you can sort of keep farming, because you can, if you know that they've got like big points so they can't score immediately, you can just farm. You could just keep farming, get those levels up, try and get to 15 so that nobody's out-leveling you. It's a really, really massive, massive bonus that you can't do on a lot of Pokemon. So I've been having a lot of fun, and I think I had like a 72% win rate by the end when I got to Master with Venusaur, which, you know, that's so low Q. It's not the highest win rate ever, but I'd say 72% win rate in ranked is pretty decent. But like, ulting Cinderace, ulting Greninja, doesn't matter. They can't score. I've got my ult back. And this should be an easy peasy lemon squeezy winner. So I didn't get to do much petal dance running around that game, but just the raw power of Venusaur there. And the team fighting potential earlier on just shows you how good Venusaur can be. And he can be really, really good at stomping a win. Man, oh man, 7 and 17. 17 assists is quite a lot. Feeling good. Feeling good, Venusaur. So now that we're back in Master, I guess I can start actually testing things out against competent people, but so far, Venusaur seems to be doing fine. I will keep testing out the build. And this is my recent match history. You'll see it's basically just a spluttering of Venusaur and Blastoise. So yeah, for a character I'm basically brand new on, this has been a fun couple of days trying to get back up to Master, but anyway, I do wish you the best of luck. I highly recommend that if you haven't, you try out Venusaur with this annoying build, but good luck, and may your ranked games go very swimmingly.